Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your Midweek Mindset Reset on Discover Your Dreams. Before we begin, let's take a moment to slow everything down together. Wherever you are, allow yourself to arrive fully. Take a slow, steady breath in through your nose and a long, gentle exhale through your mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale, feeling your chest rise, and as you exhale, let your shoulders soften, your jaw unclench, your body release just a little more. If today has felt heavy, if you're moving through tiredness, discouragement, or simply feeling a bit unlike yourself, I want you to know this: you're not alone. So many of us carry more than we ever speak out loud, and it's okay to pause here and just be. This week, we're exploring something every one of us needs, yet so many of us struggle to offer ourselves: kindness on hard days. Not the kind of kindness that demands perfection or positivity, but the kind that meets you exactly where you are with softness, patience, and understanding. Hard days are part of being human. They're not a sign that you're failing. They're simply part of the rhythm of life. Sometimes those hard days come from obvious challenges: stress, conflict, loss, uncertainty, the things that shake us or stretch us thin. But other times, they arrive quietly, without a clear reason. You wake up and your energy feels lower, your patience feels thinner, your motivation feels distant, almost out of reach. And instead of meeting ourselves with understanding, many of us slip into old habits of self-criticism. That inner voice starts whispering or shouting, "You should be doing better. You're falling behind. Why can't you just handle this?" But here's the truth. When we're already struggling, criticism doesn't create strength. It doesn't inspire resilience. It doesn't help us rise. What it does create is more pressure, more tension, more distance between who we are and the compassion we actually need. Many of us learned early on that being hard on ourselves was a form of motivation. We were taught directly or indirectly that if we pushed ourselves harder, judged ourselves more, expected more, maybe we would perform better, achieve more, become more. And for a while, that inner pressure might have felt useful. It might have helped us meet deadlines, hit goals, or keep going when things were tough. But over time, that voice becomes automatic. It becomes the default setting. And on hard days, when we're already stretched thin or feeling fragile, it can become especially loud. The problem is that criticism rarely gives us what we actually need. It doesn't soothe. It doesn't restore. It doesn't help us feel grounded or capable. What we need most on difficult days is support, real, gentle support. The kind that says, it's okay to be human. It's okay to struggle. You're allowed to take care of yourself. And sometimes that support has to come from within, not because we don't deserve help from others, but because we deserve kindness from ourselves too. This is where this week's affirmation becomes especially grounding. I meet myself with compassion, not criticism. Take a moment to really feel the difference in those words. Notice how your body responds when you hear them. Compassion doesn't pretend the challenge isn't real. It doesn't minimize what you're going through or ask you to just get over it. Instead, it meets difficulty with care rather than judgment. It offers space instead of pressure. It lets you breathe. Compassion allows you to say with honesty and softness, "This day is hard, and I'm still worthy of kindness. I'm still deserving of patience. I'm still allowed to be gentle with myself." Because being human isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to support yourself through every season, especially the tough ones. Being kind to yourself doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It doesn't mean forcing a smile or pushing your feelings aside. It simply means responding to your own experience the way you might respond to someone you care about. Imagine a friend coming to you and saying they're having a difficult day. You wouldn't look at them and say, "Why can't you just get it together?" You wouldn't rush them, shame them, or expect them to power through without support. You'd probably soften. You'd listen. You'd say things like, "That sounds really hard. Take your time. You're doing the best you can." You'd offer understanding, not judgment. Patience, not pressure. Care, not criticism. Self-compassion is simply learning to extend that same humanity inward, to treat yourself with the same gentleness you naturally offer others. It's remembering that you too are deserving of kindness, especially on the days when you need it most. This week, when you notice yourself having a difficult day, try this small pause. Place a hand on your chest or take a slow breath. Then ask yourself, what would kindness look like right now? Maybe it's resting. Maybe it's lowering expectations. Maybe it's simply acknowledging how you feel. Then remind yourself quietly, I meet myself with compassion, not criticism. Let's take one more slow breath. Let it move gently and leave your body just as gently. Hard days do not define you. They don't erase your growth. They don't cancel your progress or diminish the strength you've built. They simply remind you that you're human, living, feeling, learning. And humans deserve kindness, not just from the world around them, but from themselves, especially on the days when everything feels a little heavier. So let's repeat the affirmation together, letting it settle into your body. I meet myself with compassion, not criticism. Once more, with softness. I meet myself with compassion, not criticism. Carry those words with you this week. Let them be a gentle anchor when your mind starts to rush or your heart feels tender. And when a hard day arrives, because they always do, meet yourself gently. Meet yourself the way you would meet someone you love. Thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself, and for choosing this moment of care. I'll see you next week for another Midweek Mindset Reset.